Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me. This is GGF, bringing you episode 28, almost to 30 in this first batch of recordings for Let's Play Fallen Enchantress. Let's try Fallen Enchantress Legendary Heroes. Got a little bit of a frog in my throat. I apologize. Hope you guys are well. Today's actually episode 1 in a way of the next scenario. So I did go ahead and start this scenario. I'm going to restart it now, but I looked for a way to load our previous save into it. It doesn't appear that there's a way to do it. So we finished the Fallen Enchantress. Took us about 20 hours. And now we're going to play at least a bit of, if not the whole thing, the War for Anthis. So let's read about it. You were sent to explore the shattered eastern continent that was in the Fallen Enchantress. What you found and left behind was much darker than the vague rumors that had floated west. You were betrayed by Caravox, you released the Oracle of Syndrome, and your pride cursed those that followed you. Because of your actions, your settlements are now inhabited by the Wraiths. The dead have risen across Elemental and Shireen. Check out previous episode to see what happened with Shireen, our old companion. But there is no time to mourn. The West is more than scattered creatures rising from the darkness. The fallen have formed cities and forged armies. Even now they march for the Henge and across into the kingdoms of the West. You must warn Queen Proserpine and form your own armies, for the West will not be able to stand long without your aid. So you see there's no option to load, so we just have to click new scenario. Let's do it, guys. And see what this is about. That's as far as I got. I didn't actually play. So this is as far as I got. Be interesting stuff, and here we go. The War for Anthis. The voyage did not go easily. For 4 long days the storms raged around you, and in the sudden flashes of lightning you could see the silhouetted forms of blackbirds in the sky, seemingly unaffected by the wind and rain. On the second night a winged creature attacked, grabbed crewmen and threw them into the sea. It was an elemental of some sort, but dark and twisted, and you recognized the familiar touch of Ceres's power. The sea finally cast you against the rocks, and you dragged the few men that survived out of the wreckage. From here, you will need to establish a base and warn Queen Proserpine of the threat in the east. And here we are, guys. Now, let's take a look at what we're seeing here. Here's Lord Relius, new portrait picture. We're back at level 1. And we're a bit different. The tutorials are popping up, but our weapon is a rusty short sword. We're a Voltarian Blood, 10% XP, that's the same. Adventurer, plus 10 fame from completing quests. I take it fame is going to matter now, because it seems we're playing a more army-oriented and city-building-oriented scenario. We're an Air Disciple, so we can cast those spells. Tutelage is important, 25% faster rate of XP. We're a Fire Apprentice, so everything has changed. We have Discipline though, plus 1 accuracy per level, plus 1 spell resist per level, and we can train henchmen. This faction can train henchmen with the hero's technology. Henchmen level and can use equipment like champions. Pretty cool. So this is our character, 30 initiative, that seems really high. 38 XP, 10 crit chance, that's different. No defense but 8 attack, no equipment other than what we're using. Relius was orphaned with his clan's camp when his clan's camp was set ablaze by wandering thieves. Finding a new home with a caring scholar, Relius focused his attention on the books that surrounded him. Those stories sent his mind racing between dreams of heroism and the harsh reality of the sword. As you can see, we have these 3 in the general tree, and we have not picked a subclass or a class. So far, this is us. As you can see on the map, there's like Tantau Crete and Lord Markin. If we click this, Lord Markin, race of Iron Ears, born in the shadow of the Scarps, raised by miners turned subsistence farmers, Ennio Markin was the catalyst behind the rebirth of the Miners Guild. He was also the first among their number to actively seek out trade for their ore in the cities surrounding Lake Zabro. He can train golems. This faction can train iron golems with the blacksmithing technology. Iron golems are powerful defenders and able to withstand inhuman amounts of damage before being destroyed. He's hardy, immune to poison damage, +1 hit point per level. A life apprentice. An earth disciple, 25% defense for the faction. Armorer. And Ironeer Blood. Tactical spells cost 50% more, but +30 spell resistance and +1 hit point per level. And Guarded Strike, a defensive strike for half normal damage that leaves the attacker defending. And he's using a battle hammer. Check him out, Lord Markin. I don't know whose base this is or anything. It says over here, if Paradin falls, the war is lost. That's not Paradin, but on this map, other stuff is open. And we can talk, initiate diplomacy with this player. Down here we have, there's New Paradin. Queen Persephone, there she is. Daughter of Amarian III, Queen Persephone of New Paradin remains the greatest channeler of the New Age. Her powers have been instrumental in restoring life to the shattered lands surrounding her capital city, and in keeping that city safe from monsters and wicked men alike, so she is a champion. Queen's Staff, Persephone's Crown, enchantments on this unit have no maintenance. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. You can enchant her all the way up. Very cool, 38 HP. She's got a Marian Blood. Summoner, +2 level for summons, unlocks the summon Shadow Warg spell. She's an Air Apprentice. Very useful spells there. Life Apprentice. And a Water Apprentice. Useful there as well. She's weak, -2 attack. And again, we can talk with her. And look at this faction power, all this stuff. This is us, Alter, I guess. Rason is blue, permanent war, because that's Ceresa's faction now. Craxus is allied with them. Vithril and Magnar are just evil. And Yithril invasion, so there's an invasion too, so there's other stuff. Now I don't see there's Paradin. I don't see we're a team with them. This is our team. Tarth, Gildan, Capitar. I don't see that miners city up there, the Ironeers, or Walder on here. What is this? General Caradus. Ricardus. Let's see what this is about. Born somewhere in the central wastelands to parents he no longer remembers, Caradus made his way to the city of Ravenna as a youth. He worked as a pickpocket until he was old enough to be trained as a soldier in service to the merchant lords of Serene and Calder. He's a natural fighter and an inspiring leader of men. Race Mancers. +1 accuracy per level, +1 moves using an axe. +25% to the army's experience. He's a general. Life Apprentice. Air Apprentice. So this is awesome. We get to start at level 1 again, which I do like. Get to build up everything all over again, including armies. He's a tactician, +1 to the army's initiative, and he's cautious. Grants the ability to escape with remaining allies from battle. That is pretty interesting. Walderin. We can check not much to check the details. Not much we can really do with those details. Then down here we have Hope and Lady Irene. This warrior queen is the only child of the great gladiator Tarth, for whom the country she now leads was named. Oh, Tarthan, so those are countries, not necessarily the cities. Irene is, in many ways, her father's physical twin. She has the same features and is, in full armor, virtually the same size. Her entire life was spent living in his shadow. His presence and absence shaped her every action. So most of these people are pretty unique, but also quite like on the same level. Well, obviously they're level 1, but you know what I mean. Dragonfly Bracers, +2 initiative. She's a life apprentice, an air disciple, a hunter, +50% attack versus beasts, and Tarth Blood, +3 attack when in an army of 3 or smaller, +3 initiative, same, and double strike twice at -20 to accuracy. So the green would be, that's Tarth. The yellow was Gildan, the Ironeers. This is showing us our team, I see. Capitar was the one we just saw with Caritas. Walderon. And he was the Capitan, no, the Mancers. What was Proserpine? Amarians, okay. And then Paradin, Tarth, Gildan, Capitar. That's 4 of them. And then here's us with, I don't see a city here. I don't see Altar, but I guess that's the name of our faction now. Okay, we have a frog altar, an altar worshipped in a less civilized time. Let's check the shipwreck. This ship barely survived its last voyage. It wouldn't survive another. But you managed to salvage an item from the remains. A telescope is used to see great distances, increasing your line of sight. Okay, we have an option to settle as well. +1 sight. Let's equip it. Boom. Nice. Let's come up here. We've got a single fire shrill. These shrills are said to be constructs made by Morgan the Mad in the laboratories of Nait Vaganesh. His attempts to manufacture monsters to rival the giant spiders that the Titan Kurgan kept at his beck and call. Though they aren't powerful attackers, their ability to summon torrents of fire can be devastating if they aren't dealt with quickly. Elemental types immune to poison and fire, vulnerable to cold, embers, needles of fire shoot at an enemy for 4, +2 per level damage, so 4 + 4, and endurance, 1 hit point per level. And they're over the Fire Shrill lair. Fire Shrills dwell here, demonic creatures bred for no purpose other than the Titan's amusement. And here we have a Fire Shard. So I guess we can probably take out this Fire Shrill. It's not an army, it's just a single Fire Shrill. The bestiary of Ithu, the Fire Shrill. There's an old scrying pool here, a place where shamans and Amarian diviners gathered to glimpse the future. They hoped that by seeing the future they could change or prepare for it. With all of Anthus at war, there has never been a time where the future was less certain, and you wonder what the pool's murky depths may show. Strategy: Fire Shrills have a deadly ranged attack. Use the rush ability to sacrifice your attack and take an additional action to cross the battlefield quickly. Right. Alright, our first battle in this new land and new new everything, really. 2 to 4. Oh, a critical right away. Resisted embers. Wow. Dual criticals. 5 XP. Look how much 5 XP gives us. And there's a Fire Shrill lair, which has hidden amongst the stones you find an item, +1 fame. The Legend of Tandis. Tales of the Titans, the Great Tandis in particular, as recalled and subsequently written down by Esmir. And this gives +10 experience, huh? Well, let's save and then go ahead and use that. It's a nice find. And, yeah, let's go ahead and use that and probably level up and pick a class already. Here we go. Path: you will determine your traits available when you gain levels. Choose carefully, as this will be your unit's path for the rest of the game. Last time we chose a mage, and we're mostly an attacker. We did use magic at times, but... Do we want to go with mage again? We haven't seen a commander. Unlocks traits that improve economy and growth. Well, that's going to be useful for this scenario, I think. Fast attacks that debilitate, ignore defense, or kill outright. Don't think I want to be a defender. I'm not sure. All those other homies from the last scenario are still overseas in the west, I think. Like, they didn't come with me. So we're over here alone back in the east. So, or back in the west, I should say. Just flip that. The homies are back in the east while we're in the west. We took the boat alone, so I'm not sure what they're up to. They're holding things down over there in the east, so I think I'm going to continue the mage thing. Although, let's check commander and see what the abilities are. It doesn't give us a point to spend. So let's see what we have. 15% experience, potential, +2 attack. These are the same. +3 to the army's health regen per season. +1 initiative. +8 initiative for the first turn of combat. Chainmail proficiency must be level 4. Administrator 1, -10% unrest in the city this unit is in. Road building allows the unit to build roads. Leadership +5 to the army's accuracy. Ooh. +10 unlocks command. Target unit takes its next turn immediately. Oh. All allies gain 2 stamina. Allies gain 3 stamina when you use the rally ability. Leadership accuracy, which goes to trainer, plus experience. +1 to army's starting stamina. Tactician, army's initiative. I mean, yeah, and then battle cry. All units in your army get to act immediately. Wow. This is really useful stuff. Plus money ones. Gildar per season. Thing is, his magic really played an important part. Last time. Oh, but he can still be a fire disciple or an air disciple, so I think we're good with this. We don't have the -25%. All right, we know what this offers pretty much. You know, some good commander stuff, +100 research. This is a research tree, lore master, chainmail, yada yada. Now let's load and check out the mages again and see what happens with that, because right now commander looks really good. I don't know if we're going to find another commander right away. It seems like commander would be important, but let's try mage. So let's see what we get for mage. Same things over here, same. We also get +25 experience, and then aeromancy. Evoker is spell damage, which adds a lot. Pyromancy, +20% spell damage with fire spells. There's the whole summoning thing, which was super useful. We don't really cast heal, but you never know. Geomancy, abjuration. We haven't even gotten to that, which that looks like useful stuff. Protection from cold and fire. Cloak of thorns. Wow. Spell mastery. -1 to casting times. -10% mana cost for tactical spells. So lots of cool stuff here too. Wow. I like the ability to summon when I want. I'm not sure I'm ready to make this choice yet, guys, so we're gonna just load and hold out on this choice a bit. Can we claim the fire shard without a city? Let's come here. Learn shard harvesting, right. And here's a frog altar. There's a quest there. An altar worshipped in a less civilized time. We're 0 on the list, by the way. Craxus is the biggest power. This is a forgotten altar here, a symbol to ancient gods in a time when men were ruled by superstition and fear. You scoffed at these cults once, but after seeing the tragedy and dark power in the East, you wonder if there may be more to these myths. Unknown reward, threat weak. I think I'm going to investigate these myths. Bring an offering to the frog altar. Okay, let's come up here. A humble inn. A place to eat and drink and perhaps rest your bones for the night. Of course, there's no telling what sort of folk you might happen upon here. The Blinded Boar. Once this may have been a bustling inn where traders haggled and sailors enjoyed a night on land, but those days are long past. Now seedy men whisper, drink, and gamble in the dark corners of the great room. You spent your youth in such places, and you wonder if it disgusts you now because these men are wasting their lives, or because you wasted so much of yours. Threat weak, let's enter the inn. The war is coming, you say. I need every able man to join the fight. Found a camp, and men will rally to your cause, be they soldiers, cooks, or craftsmen, the innkeeper answers. An army needs all of these and more, you say. Is there a good place to make camp nearby? We will need fertile land to grow food and space for barracks and workshops. The syndicate controls the north. Though the land is good, they will not relinquish it easily. To the southeast there is open land, but the wildings beyond may harass your people. The innkeeper answers, For our part, we will join you. How can we best serve you? As archers, we'll kill our enemies from a distance. No fame or XP, but archer. I wonder if this is going to start working. Next champion at 3 fame. We'll see. But we get an archer unit. There they are, 3 of them. Look at our unit. 29 offense, no defense. Let's check out the archers. Altarian Blood, 10% XP, can rush, and is using a short bow. I seek no mercenaries. The silver swordsmen and their ilk are unwelcome. Oh, we've heard that. If you want to see like these basic introductions and stuff, check the previous episodes. But anyway, there's that. What's this here? There's land to settle on. I want to go check this out, though. An ancient battlefield. Oh, Queen Persephone. Relius, I am glad to see your return. But even now the empires are crossing the Henge and Capitar is besieged. Clear the land, settle camps, and recruit soldiers. Wildings prowl the desert to the west. And the Syndicate has holdings to the north, though there are fertile lands in both places. I will prepare my armies. Ancient battlefield, the site of a long-forgotten battle from the time before this one. Or perhaps a more recent struggle. Bits of bone dot the ground, though whether that bone belonged to man or fallen is difficult to tell. Wow, fertile land to settle. We actually have to pick where to settle. That is awesome. While walking through the debris of the ancient battle, you find an item against Adoras. A biography of the great men and women of the past and some of their more inspirational deeds, tales of Iriog and the army of men he put together to confront Adoras, the dark prince of Al-Ashtaroth. It also talks about Esmir's struggles to keep together the great army of the West in the time just prior to the Cataclysm. And this gives 15 experience, so... And here we have a ruffian's army. With a ruffian, and a baron's witch. That's new. She is witchcraft. She can do wellspring. All allies of hers restore 24 hit points when she casts that. Curse, target has no defense for 3 turns unless they resist. Contagion. All enemy units take 2 poison damage per turn for 10 turns unless they resist. They say that girls born on the anniversary of the Cataclysm are cursed. This is only half true. The day it happens on isn't the anniversary of the Cataclysm. Instead, it marks the day when, in centuries before, the stars aligned above Verhalem, and the Forge of Overlord was first opened to the Titan Paradin. Though that city, that kingdom, and even that Titan stand no more than the event still ripples across elemental, and distant whispers trade secrets with the living spirits of this world. These girls are often driven mad by these voices, but those few that survive flee from areas where the world is the strongest. They settled in the most lifeless and ruined parts of the world where the voices are quieter. Got a frog in my throat. She's using a war staff. So she's not a ranged unit. And then ruffians. Without the benefit of law and order, some people will make a living preying on the weak and defenseless. Unused to being stood up to, these common ruffians are no match for a trained warrior. Crude spear, -10 accuracy. It does ignore 33% of the victim's defense. Immune to counterattack, and it can impale an opponent and whoever's behind them. They're level 1. Look at these stats. But that 33 armor piercing could be problematic. -10 accuracy. Their accuracy is 56. And they're standing on a ruffian camp, a gathering of barely civilized thieves. Their booty, lumber stolen from mills, bolts of cloth from passing caravans, racks of game taken from lone hunters, lies scattered around them. Clay pit, a clay quarry, a gold deposit, Trolls army, we can't handle that. But we can see these places where there's area to settle because it has this 4 and 3, 4 grain, 3 production, I think. No essence though. Huh. And she said in the north and the southeast, so down here. This is going to be wild, guys. Should we take on the ruffians? We're going to save a lot, of course, because we want to make sure we don't waste too much time fighting things and not settling our army, because we're already playing catch-up from behind. There's more places to settle with better production. I think we can handle them. Alright, here comes Lord Relius. Might want to take out that Baron's Witch early. Guardian Wind, Haste, Rush, Burning Hands. Let's just attack here. Another critical. 3 criticals in a row. Oof. Aurelius gets to act again, preparing to cast. Oh no. 46% chance to hit. Oh wow. Got a bit lucky. Let's come back here. Protect our archers. Finally a non-critical. Nice dodge. Nasty. Just for practice. Boom. Okay. Level up for Relius. Oh no, 4 Gildar. Guess we're making our choice, guys. Honestly, we probably should go with Commander. I think Lord Relius is going to be a commander, but there's so much to gain with magic. Rather than just fire and air. Well, he can focus on fire and air, I guess, and it's going to cost more mana. He's going to have less spell mastery. Oh, man. Should I flip a coin? 1 second, guys. Be right back. Okay, guys. I am back. So I'm going to flip my cigarette pack. We're going to be smoking a lot, right? During this campaign. If it lands on the side, it's unopened right now. It's still got the plastic on it. If it lands on the side where it opens from, we will pick Mage. If it lands on the back side, we will pick Commander. Here we go. Let me find a place to flip it. And it landed on... That would be Mage. Boom. Ruffian camp. Let's check it out. Searching the area, you find an item. Yeah, fame is going to matter. +1 fame. And leather boots. Boots made from molded leather. They provide the barest. Foot protection, we'll equip those. We're seeing all sorts of places to settle. that stuff is probably way too tough for us, right? Level 4. Troll has 29 hit points. Mire Scath and a nausea. Yeah, though there are nice gold deposits down there. And our power is just 29. Yeah, probably too much. Clay pit. Let's go check out this equipment cache. Some stacks of crates lying about. Huh, that's weird. Ooh, some essence places. A swift kick splinters the rotting wood crates. Hidden inside, you find an air elemental scroll. Scroll to summon an air elemental in battle. What's that? An ancient well. An ancient wishing well from a time when magic flowed freely across elemental. Let's save the game and save as 28C Decided Mage. And here we have a water shard. I should probably land around a fire shard too if I can. So we're going to come here, the ancient well. Wishing well, an old well built in a time when magic flowed freely across elemental. These used to be wishing wells, and occasionally miracles did happen when people focused their minds and wished upon them. But those days are well past, and only the cracked rock remains. Make a wish. So many regrets in your lifetime of wasted years, and when you were finally determined to become something more than a gambler and drunk, what happened? You freed the fallen Enchantress, you led your soldiers to their death, and you saw Shireen become something worse than dead. What is it you wish for? I wish that Ceresa would find peace. She didn't deserve her centuries of imprisonment. I wish for power that I could save Anthus from the fallen. I wish that Shireen would have escaped from the east instead of me. I'm going to say I wish that Ceresa would find peace. She didn't deserve her centuries of imprisonment. Your coin falls silently into the darkness. You can only hope that there's enough magic left in the old site to hear your prayer. No fame or XP from that, but quest complete. Wilding Warriors Army. We might be able to handle them. Is there any more resting sites up here? Wildings. Yeah, we probably can't handle. Well, maybe. They're level 4, huh? I'm curious. I don't want to waste too much time, guys, without settling. But what if we come up here? Okay, there's Wilding Riders. Yeah, that's no-go land. If we come down here and head over this way, maybe we'll find like a fire shard. Possibly. There's a scrying pool. At least our homies are keeping up. Yes, we will find some essence spots. A scrying pool made of crumbling blocks. Despite its age, the water is still clear and blue. And Syndicate Commander's Army. Check out the scrying pool. There's an old scrying pool here, a place where shamans and Amarian diviners gathered to glimpse the future. They hoped that by seeing the future, they could change or prepare for it. With all of Anthus at war, there has never been a time where the future was less certain, and you wonder what the pool's murky depths may show. Look into the depths of the pool. For a minute, the clouds pass in front of the sun, and you see the shimmering reflection of someone kneeling before Queen Persephone. Huh. An odd hut. I don't know if we can handle this. Syndicate thugs, Baron's witch, and a syndicate commander. The syndicate is a vile gang of scum that preys on those who enter the wilds without protection. While little threat to trained soldiers, they're an effective force for terrorizing isolated settlements. Oh man, he's got a pretty big mace. 25 hit points. He's tough. And Defender 2, plus 15 defense when defending. Otherwise, it's just 2. What are the Syndicate Thugs? Van Brace's Club, and they have Endurance. Let's come here first. See if we can catch a glimpse of something. Here's an odd hut. This immaculate, unnaturally clean hut stands on the edge of the wilderness, far from civilization of any kind. The curious may be inclined to enter and find out why. Bandits on the loose. A group of wounded travelers has gathered here. They tell you about how a band of brigands has been terrorizing the local countryside by intercepting caravans, stealing their wares and then selling them to the highest bidder. If only someone could put an end to the bandits. Are you up for it? Random magic item. Threat medium. Yes. Objectives: defeat the bandits. There's the bandit camp, which nobody's actually there. Oh, we'd have to go there and then fight them. Here's a Syndicate Enforcers army, which is way too tough for us. I'm just curious where we're going to settle, guys. We're heading too far north now. There's nowhere to settle here, so... Wait a minute, there's a place to settle up here? Over there, I wonder? Craxus is up to 6. Let's take one more step there. No. Alright, so let's head. Treasure chest. Here lies a crate of polished hardwood, a crate stamped in red ink with the seal of the Merchants Guild, a crate whose treasures wait to be revealed. I know we're wasting a lot of time, but I'm going to go grab that treasure chest. There's a crystal crag. An earth shard. That doesn't help. Inside the chest, you find a valuable item. The Marakata ring. This ring allows the wearer to cast powerful earth spells. It also shatters any false gemstones that are held in the bearer's hand, and is the bane of counterfeiters. We'll equip that. Are there places to settle here, though? Are we up too far? Oh, man. I don't know if I should go further. I feel like we could maybe find some place with a fire shard. Got all this wilderness, man. I don't know if it's going to start turning into settlements. Lady Irene's army. Oh, they're friends. We can talk to them. Oh, there are places to settle, guys. Let's come over here and talk to Lady Irene. Oh, wow. Strangers are not welcome. Strangers are not welcome here. Proposed trade. Wow. Tarth. What can I propose a trade of? 54 Gildar. For Gildar, yeah, nothing much. Alright, that's it then. Cool, but there's stuff over here. I knew it. Alright. Maybe this isn't for starter cities, though. Maybe this is for advanced. Desolate Cemetery. Could we find a, I may have to reload, guys, because... Oh, wow. They took it? Huh. Oh, okay. They're going to settle that, guys. So let me reload, actually. they're going to settle that. They're working on another city, I'm pretty sure. Or she's just exploring, but good, we're back down here. Let's hit the treasure chest. Oh no, am I gonna get the Maracata ring? No, I got a Doom Hammer this time. Those that wield this hammer will find their dreams are filled with visions of battle and death. Dang, Flabbit. Requires level 4. Alright, well, let's come back down here and let's... We might have to reload a little bit further, guys. This is Syndicate territory. I'm so sorry, guys. Let's go Decided Mage. It's going to be a little tricky here in the beginning before we figure out, you know, get our steps properly taken care of. I wouldn't even do the Ancient Well here. Yikes. Here we have a water shard. I think this is where I'm going to settle, though. I think I'm going to settle on Essence 2 right here. Treasure chest behind the gates. I think we're going to settle right here. And call it a town. Good, you have a settlement in which to construct improvements and train soldiers. Manage your resources well. The challenge will be in deciding what resources to use to make your borders safe, expand your control, and to assist with the war. I will share the secrets for the civics, knowledge, and restoration technologies with you. We are in this war together, Relius, in victory or defeat. Verga has sent a small invasion force to the west of you, led by Crow Gravehands. You would do well to capture his city before he establishes a foothold at our back. Thank you, Queen Persephone. Athica, here we are. At least we can get a water shard and 2 essence is pretty cool. And send troops to clear the Ythril invasion to the west. And we have, let's see... All units trained in the city are +1 initiative per essence. All units get +1 fire attack per essence, but increases the unrest by 5%. Target gets +6 to dodge per air shard. Steal spirit. Steal a spell trait from an allied champion. Target is killed, however. Wow. 2 Gildar per essence. Propaganda, 1 mana per essence. Let's cast meditation on the city to get a nice 1 mana plus Athica. And first thing we want to do probably honestly is train the spearmen. They have more initiative than the militia and a bit of defense. Why did... Oh, I was looking at Explorer. They have less attack, but they have 1 defense at least. And 21 initiative. Versus what can we build? Oh man, we get to build! This is going to be crazy, guys. Wow. Bravo, Stardock. You have made a crazy game here. Merchant provides Gildar. Cleric. Clerics provide healing and aid to the city's inhabitants. They reduce unrest in the city and increase your fame. That'd get us quicker to a champion. Our fame would go from +2 to +4. What is our fame, actually? Our fame is 2, so next champion at 3 fame, we'd get a champion if we made the cleric. Let's go ahead and make the cleric. There's so much to do, guys. It's going to be so fun. Let's go ahead and get the cleric. Build. Wait, I want the cleric protected. Cleric. Over on this side. Done. Meanwhile, I will go ahead and maybe fight the Wildling Warrior army. Let's see, what can we do here? I decided on mage. I could use the books of XP. Go up a level. Guys, this is going to be crazy fun. Oh my gosh. And we have a quest to bring an offering to the frog altar, which I just don't even know what that entails. But anyway, guys, I'm going to save here. It's probably done for the episode. Yeah, 46 minutes. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. It's going to be a totally different scenario, guys. So if you thought the first scenario was really cool, where it was like a party-based RPG, this is going to be more like a turn-based Spell Force meets Heroes of Might and Magic type thing, but very unique and cool. So we're going to be recruiting champions and building improvements and upgrades and training units, designing them, making armies, various armies to explore the world. It is going to be nuts, guys. So I hope you'll join me for this going forward. It makes me want to play it, a lot of it, but I have so many other games that I want to get to, but I am going to play most likely much more of this in the first batch. So in the first batch, which we're currently in, that means I'm going to keep on recording. So I hope you'll stick with me. Hope you enjoyed and are enjoying the Let's Try. If you love RPGs, how can you not, right? Unless I'm just a terrible host, which is a possibility. All right, guys. Much love, peace, and joy. Catch you in the next one. Come on back. See ya.